Sorpresa, esta es tu primera conversación en español. Are you prepared? No? You will be after watching this survival guide. Hola y bienvenidos a Spring Spanish. I'm Juan the teacher and today is your lucky day because if for some reason you still don't feel confident enough to tackle your first real conversation in Spanish, I'll give you not 3 or 4, but 6 trucos para sobrevivir a tu primera conversación en español. With these tricks under your belt, you'll finally stop shying away from conversations and get out there to the Spanish-speaking world. Acompáñame. Primero, lo primero. Our number one tip for you to not only survive but thrive in Spanish conversations. And one we use in all of our videos is learning chunks instead of words and grammar. We won't go into much detail about that in this video. Instead, I invite you to check the link I left in the description. That will take you to our website where you can learn how we teach our students to speak Spanish fluently through a 4-step method called conversation-based chunking. You won't need any more grammar rules and long vocabulary lists. That I can assure you. With that being said, there are 6 other survival tips you can start using right away. Número 1. Decide un tópico previamente que puedas practicar. For your first conversation in Spanish, your specific goal is very simple. Topical fluency. This means focus on learning how to talk about one topic at a time in Spanish. Once you feel comfortable conversing on that topic, move on to the next one. So, start by choosing out a topic you like or you're good at first. I'd suggest starting with something easy first and work your way up. Después de todo, it will be easier to start talking about the weather than how the orbital gravity of Jupiter affects the tides in northern seas, don't you think? And chunk alert! Después de todo is an expression that works great to wrap up an idea and a way to gather some thoughts in Spanish. So it's a great chunk to learn by heart for your upcoming conversations. Notice also that in English you don't use a preposition, but in Spanish you say después de todo. Shows again that you can't translate literally between Spanish and English, so you're better off learning these chunks by heart as a whole. Example, al aprender español, hazlo con calma y no te presiones tanto. Después de todo, un idioma no se aprende en un día. Número 2. Escucha todo lo que puedas de este tópico. We've said it before, and you'll hear me say it again. Listening is one of the most powerful tools you have for learning a language. Listening will educate your ear, pronunciation, and comprehension of Spanish, since you'll become familiar with how Spanish speakers sound, and you will learn new words and chunks just by paying attention. Now that you chose a topic, start listening to related content. Si escogiste música, empieza a ver shows de música en español. Si escogiste deportes, empieza a escuchar cómo hablan los deportistas. Si escogiste política, entonces sigue escuchando a los deportistas porque nunca aprenderás nada bueno de los políticos. Número 3. Escribe una lista de vocabulario y chunks que necesites. Preparation is key. So start doing some research on chunks and vocabulary related to your chosen topic. A great way to do that is to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell, because with our 5 weekly Spanish lessons for free from Monday to Friday, you'll get plenty of chunks and vocabulary for all kinds of topics in Spanish, of course. Número 4. Mantén tu lista a la mano durante la conversación. Now that you have followed all of the other tricks and have your list completed, it's time to practice. But more about that next. So, before doing that, Make sure you have that list on you. That will help you look up words or chunks you forgot or didn't learn at the moment. You might not even have to do anything, since trick number 3 will help you memorize them all, so at least it will boost your confidence to have your good Spanish companion in your pocket. Número 5. Practica la conversación contigo mismo. So now that you have prepared yourself, give your hard work a little test run. Habla contigo mismo. Practica contigo mismo. Get some you time and get those chunks wrong. If you feel a little self-conscious, get to a nice safe spot and do it. You can do it in the shower, bedroom, or even the kitchen. As long as you start listening to yourself and start spotting the areas of improvements or where you need better pronunciation. It works great, trust me. I do it all the time. Número 6. Pon un límite de tiempo en la conversación. It might happen that una conversación en español sounds like a big bad monster for some people, but that might be because we imagine a long, very dense dialogue. Well, instead of panicking, think about this. Manténlo simple. If you limit that first conversation to only 1 or 2 minutes and a specific topic, it won't feel so hard or daunting anymore. Once you feel comfortable, you can start adding some complexity to the mix. Walk before you run your Spanish learning Usain Bolt. So, what do you think? Are you ready to overcome that first challenge and start putting yourself out there in the Spanish speaking world? Are you ready for your first conversation? Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you think I should cover. Meanwhile, I'll leave another one of my videos where I give you all the basic Spanish chunks you're going to need in any conversation, like how to start a nena conversation and some basic small talk, the essentials. You should watch it right now. Just click the image that just appeared on your screen. See you there and adios. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, and share this video with your friends.